I was literally talking before you.
Hog, take care of that. What I want to say
Hold on,
is,
Joe. Let him finish it because he said he's going to jump. Hold on, Joe.
so what I'm gonna say is,
Well, it's about me because I don't like Joe.
yeah, I'm
Honestly,
gonna,
no man.
yeah, I just want to say this. Um, I was listening. I've been like everyone else. I've been listening since the inception of everything coming out with the tour and everything else, and just listening on the sidelines, not giving an opinion, not doing whatever. And I think a lot of the comments are valid from tonight. They should be taken to heart. They should be honored. But two things can be true at the same time. The end of that live was uncalled for. We need to take responsibility. And just like Hawk said, it doesn't matter your gender. You can still protect women, but also when they do things that are not right, hold them accountable. That was personal. That was from a year ago. It was about rent, not rent and loaning money versus someone actually violating someone. That's what I said. We got to put things in perspective. It wasn't on the same level as all the things that those women were expressing and talking about. Tonight was not the time. And if she did not think that he was being sincere when he asked the women, can I speak? And they said yes, then all you had to do was say in a live the next day or make a video, I think Hog's full of shit. But that time, at that moment, was not the time to center yourself. It is not about being safe. It was about, again, you apologized to Umbrella Brigade, but you didn't apologize me about some rent stuff. So that's why it took away it, because what we're going to remember from tonight is that interaction, not the 2 hours before. And that's what's so damaging and so disheartening is what we're going to remember is the interaction between Jason Hogg and Dantrell having to block him versus all the stuff we talked about for 3 hours. What they talked about for 3 hours. And that's what's sad.
You're right, Rowdy. You're right because that's and look, here it is. Malika still sitting there saying it's because of my reaction. I mean, listen, if you're mad because I said this is why men don't pay attention, I'm telling you as a man what the fucking problem is. Y'all need to check y'all shit too. Y'all need to check y'all shit too because just
And
because we
Hogg,
men
too.
doesn't
I'm
mean
sorry.
don't listen to us.
And I
And
want to say this, and I think
drop.
what actually hurt this conversation too is because you were stopped mid sentence. Everyone got the ability to fill in what they thought you would have said. And what was actually, someone came up on that panel and said, this is what he was about to say, not knowing really what you were about to say. And everyone went with that. That is the tragic part about it. Yeah, you can say some misogynist shit. I've said, man, stand down,
Yep.
stand down, plenty of times because I know you match energy, and sometimes you just have to say, no, I'm not going to engage, disengage. But what was tragic about what happened is that everyone got to, whatever their trauma and PTSD about legitimate things that happened to them, they got to insert the rage about Jones onto you. And now I'm gonna call it a buck.
So
I
they just
love
used
women.
him as a whipping dog.
He was the avatar.
We all talking
He
about
was the
our
avatar.
trauma, and since it's so raw right now, oh Hog, you know what? You a bad guy too. We just gonna take it out on you. That's some trick shit. That's some you need some counseling. Get off this app and go heal yourself. Cause whatever you're going through is too much. Because she done had plenty of chances to come to Hogg's Live. She can come to Hogg's Live anytime and address it. And she ain't
Been in my
never
life. She's
wanted
been
to
in my life
address
a
it.
million times since that shit. She's
Since
been
that
in my
shit.
life so many times. But yeah, you want to wait for the day where there's
For
800
that
people.
moment where everybody's talking about some serious shit.
So basically what it is
shit. So you gonna compare in your silly ass mind essay to financial shit. Come on, man. We gotta do better. We all can't be the victim. And that's what I call being a victim. Because you're looking at it like, oh well, I got this problem too. This happened to me too. I could be the bigger victim. For what? Like, this shit's weird.
The fact
Point
that
out
the fact
we
that shut up, bitch. The fact that he think you gonna tell me as a woman what the problem is when it comes to men? And the
What
fact
do you
that
think that
y'all,
means?
please,
Please. You use that card so
Wait,
much.
so
please,
how
because
come-
you
You're a
just
woman.
said,
How
because
come you said you were going to let me talk
shut
and then
the fuck
you let
up.
everyone
feel free.
talk
Like
to me?
you know,
You just said,
I'll let y'all handle that.
because you just said, what did you just say to me? I'm being,
You can't
trying to be
even
a
remember what
victim?
she said, but you're
Joel,
accusing her. That's
shut
crazy.
the fuck up.
No,
Nobody's
I'm not
talking
going to
to
shut
you.
up.
Like, oh my
Hog
God.
has a right. Hog has a right.
I don't give a fuck. The fact that Dua, they said you want to go. But I do want to say, the fact that you can tell a woman about what the problem is when it comes to men is absolutely fucking insane. And you
Absolutely, he can tell a
shut
woman. He has the
up.
right to say what he wants. It's
And
his life.
Yada,
I think I have a better experience with men
stop.
than you.
And Yada
and you
equating
need to
that.
take lessons
And
from
Yada
me.
equating that,
That's
calling
what
me
I
a victim,
feel.
saying that
I think
tired
I'm
of playing
better
the victim.
equipped with
Y'all
dealing with
sound
men
like white
than
people.
you. I think I'm
Y'all
better
sound like white
equipped.
people. It's fucking
And
crazy.
you sound like you're single,
Okay,
not
You
by
sound
choice.
like you need to kiss my ass.
And
That's
you
what
look
need
like
to
a
sound
fucking
Probably not.
green Martian.
Let me hold
What-
on.
what do I look
Hold on,
like,
y'all.
Yada?
Hold on, y'all, real quick. So for the person that just sat there and said no one's keeping, seemed like no one's keeping it real for me. Let me tell you, there's a few people I know that's real as fuck that I don't ever have to question their loyalty. There's a few people that's in here, but the rest of y'all, I side eye all y'all because I seen when the last 48 hours I seen people turn on Liv, Dan Trail, Liv, Dan Trail, Lex. Listen, at the end of the fucking day, if this is how quick y'all could turn on,
It's called accountability.
What did they turn on Lex for?
Hold on. Listen, hold on.
That's a joke. Women and accountability.
Yeah, that is a fucking joke. It seems like these days because it seems like women can sit up there and say a bunch of perverted shit. I've heard women on this motherfucking internet say some perverted ass fucking shit towards men. I've seen where women sat there sweating itchy over his gray sweatpants and fucking his white.
What that got to do with me?
Facts.
Hold
Big facts.
on. I am talking. Period. I'm not. If it doesn't fly, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Right? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But yet, the moment,
Responding to me though.
excuse me, ma'am, I will keep you up here as long as if you finish, let me talk. Listen, I don't know if you understand how I run my lives. When I talk, the panel be quiet, right? Because I don't interrupt y'all, and I'm the host. I don't interrupt nobody up here. I let y'all say what y'all have to say, but don't interrupt me. Thank you. So I sat there and listened and watched everything. And the next thing you know, right, when Dan Trail, because Dan Trail loves to flirt, all of a sudden now he has predator views because he's flirting with women. Now he's a misogynist. But I've sat here and listened to women fucking flirt with him as well. And see, I'm not going to sit up here because I have nothing to fucking lose. I have nothing to lose with this fucking app. Everybody else might have something to lose on this fucking app. But let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about this app. I'm an 80s baby. I didn't grow up with the fucking internet, and I will fucking die without the fucking internet. So I'm going to sit there and say what the fuck I got to sit there and say on that. I've sat here and listened to y'all say some raunchy ass shit, and then y'all want to sit there and fucking point your fingers at Dan Trail and then make this man feel bad because he know he flirted. Y'all sit up here manipulating his fucking mind, and I sat here watch y'all flirt with fucking Dan Trail. I sat here watch him. I watch a lot of these female women.
I don't know who the fuck y'all is.
Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly.
The ones
Right.
that is hot.
Am
in
I
the
not bringing it
pants.
up?
Right?
Oh, this woman.
So, and then y'all want to blame Dantrell. Y'all play off his play off of him because he has a fucking big heart. I'm not mad at Dantrell for blocking me. Dantrell did what he was supposed to do as a creator to protect his shit. But I have nothing to fucking lose, and I will tell it. I will fucking tell it. I don't give no fucks about losing fucking followers. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. But at the same you better ask 50. 50, did I or did I not burn down a motherfucking conservative side of TikTok 2 years ago before I left this motherfucking app?
Yeah.
With a fifth of fucking Jack
You had
Daniels.
smoke for a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I give no fucks.
How can I say something?
I don't give a fuck
So-
either. Everybody on TikTok knows that.
That's right.
How
Niggas know I pull up too.
so, as far and I'm just gonna speak on this and then I'll let y'all have it. As far as with Lex, how he was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole Lex thing, but I just seen how
when you said
people didn't like. I don't know
Hey,
what
Hog,
happened with
can
the
you
whole
tell
Lex.
your
Sorry,
mods to stop
that's-
kicking me off for no reason?
Yeah,
Well,
stop
shut
kicking
up, I'm
Joe.
talking
Stop
to my
kicking
brother.
Joe.
how I was there with the Lex thing. I was there. It was bad. I'm not gonna lie. I've never lied on this app. I'm not gonna start. That situation was terrible.
Yeah, I have no idea about that situation.
Y'all a little bit sensitive with words. I mean, it couldn't have been
It's not
much.
being sensitive, y'all. Yesterday that was bad. Them girls were getting inboxes and all kind of threats and all that from that. So it's not being sensitive. Some things you just gotta. Some things shouldn't be done, and that was something that should not have been done.
Lex apologized 10 times, 10,000 almost though. So we got that straight.
And he took it back.
So,
Well, not actually.
so Puka, let me explain something to you, right? You know what? Like I said, I match energy. If that young lady didn't come up there calling me bitches and shit like that, I would have never reacted the way I fucking reacted, right? So, and plus, it's something that's been going on for a year. It's been going on for a year. That's not something new. See, the thing is, right? Y'all coming at me. Sorry, your feelings was hurt. Okay, hey, I tell you what, Malika, I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt about men, right? Maybe if you got a man, you wouldn't hate men so fucking much, right? Point blank, period. I am tired of the fucking man bashing shit. Get a fucking man.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey man, I
Chris
came up
Brown.
and hollered at you. Oh, go
Chris
ahead.
Brown had something important to say. He said
but
you can't even hate from outside the club when you can't even get in.
Hog, I'm gonna keep it a wrap though. This type of energy happens more on the left side with the women, bro.
This shit's fucking nuts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where this type of energy comes from, bro. But hey,
Can I,
hey,
Do it. Go ahead. You've been up here on for a good minute. Do it. You ain't never take your mic off either.
Do it, please.
Do it. Go ahead. Unmute your mic, and then Joe, go ahead. After Duo. Go ahead, Duo.
All I wanted to say, and I don't care if people think I'm pandering, but at the end of the day, we should always be listening to Black women, putting Black women first, and holding ourselves accountable when they point us out. I've had this happen to me in my family. I've had this happen to me in real life. And every time I've caught myself arguing or trying to make excuses for what happened and how it happened, the key here is to hold ourselves accountable, period. And just move on forward. That's all I'm saying. Believe what Black women are saying, whether you like it or not. Hold yourself accountable and move forward. That's all I was going to say. I don't know why certain people are here, like Joel, because Joel this is not about him. He is not a part of our community, in my opinion. Same thing goes for Levito or Labato.
I've always been chill with Hog, so you can.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, sir. You don't know what's going on. And
So,
if you
Hog,
do,
why
I
didn't
do
you
know
tell
what's
him what
going
you
on.
told me?
I know
Good
all
for
about
you.
the Unfuck America
all right,
tour.
cool.
And,
Why didn't you
and
tell him what
Jones
you told
and
me,
Dan
Hog?
Trevor.
Oh, what?
You don't deserve
How do
to
you
be
how do
here,
you
in my
not think
opinion.
I don't
This
know?
is
I'm in
you
these
run
lives
your
every day.
panel
You
with who you
dumbass.
let up. Anybody can come up. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
Duo knows how to run my spot.
So why you didn't remind him?
Hey, do
I
it.
said the same thing.
Do
and you
it.
said
Do it.
I
He
run
been
my
waiting
shit
for
how
it.
I run my shit.
Do it. have you been in my spot before?
Yes, I have been in
And you
your
know
life.
this is an independent spot, right?
Yes, I do.
And you know this spot's not just a black space, right?
Yes, I do.
So should I have to repeat that to you?
I don't know, but
Right. So, lady Malika,
want a
this
cookie
is
for being a
this
black
is the
woman?
thing, Malika. If you want to
I
run
do
your
actually.
mouth, know what you run in your
You
mouth.
do
about.
want? Is that what it is?
I
Can
do
somebody
actually,
send this
yeah.
girl a cookie because she's a
Please.
black woman?
Yeah,
And I
She
think
looks like
that's what
she's
it
had
comes
enough
down
cookies.
to.
I do
Uh-huh.
actually. I like to eat. I just had Popeyes too. It's
Do you
good
like
as
the only
chocolate?
thing is, I was.
Hey, Hog,
I'm trying to
Good as
say
fuck.
something.
But I
I
haven't
fucked that
finished my
Popeyes
point.
up.
Okay, so
Hold on. Hog said that. Hog
trying
said
to say
that.
something so I can
Hold
go
on,
to
I don't
bed.
give a fuck. Hog said that. Hog said that if I had a man, maybe I wouldn't hate men so much. Hog, why do you think I like men?
Okay, well, go get a woman then. I don't give a fuck.
But why do you think I don't have one?
But the fact that you hate men just to be hating men, you got.
Who
you
said
need
I
help.
hated men?
Yeah.
You blame
Malika,
men
you
for
are
everything.
very-
And who said I don't have a man?
Malika,
Hog,
you are very
I'm-
pretty. I think both of you are pretty.
I don't give a fuck. Listen,
Hey,
hold on,
Hog,
no.
man,
Hold
Can I
on, no.
just finish
Hold
what
on,
I'm
stop.
saying?
Because y'all attach
Yeah, let Duel finish real quick.
y'all attach women's.
Yeah, so one of the things I've noticed with Hog is he absolutely says what he's thinking, and he has every right. It's his life. He can do that. If you have a problem with that, that sounds like a you problem. And I've known Hog for some time now. Hog's known me for some time now, multiple years, and he's always kept it a stack, and I stand by that. As long as he keeps it a stack, he keeps a pretty balanced live. I like coming on his lives and talking. And I know a bunch of you don't like me. That's fine. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to provide an opposing viewpoint. And Hog allows me to do that. And so I respect him for that. And if he says that you shouldn't listen to women all the time because women aren't always correct, that's true. Nobody's always correct. I'm not always correct. Everybody makes mistakes, especially women. That's why mansplaining is a thing. Peace.
Joel is, saying whatever he's saying because basically wasted a minute that I cannot get back. I wanted to say that at the end of the day, the people on the right are laughing at us. Racists are laughing at us. Conservatives like Joel are laughing at us. They want this division. They thrive off of it. And I don't know how many times we're going to eat each other alive like this. And I'm not talking about black women versus black men. I'm talking about how black men will respond to black women. We need to do better if we're going to be the protectors in this situation. And honestly, we don't need people from Joel's camp looking at us or even being here, in my opinion, because they don't deserve to be here. I don't care what Joel says with a mouth full of 2 front teeth. He fucking sucks. He shouldn't be here. That's all I wanted to say. Y'all have a good night.
So I am here only for Hog. Hog has always been very fair, and I heard that cancel culture was coming for Hog, and I'm fairly new to TikTok, and y'all are ridiculous. And so luckily in TikTok world, you can swipe if you don't like someone or if someone offends you, but it feels like the last week or two, no one is doing that. And so I've avoided a lot of it. But this idea that you all expect men to be perfect when they were raised in a society, I know we talk about that with race, and I am learning my own unconsciousness, but for men to already have to be 100% at misogyny and what they were raised at is unrealistic. We need men like Hog. We need people who aren't perfect to talk to the men that we're losing in the next generation. They aren't perfect, and that is what we need.
Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to go to bed. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it out loud. I made a mistake. I mistook Mia for a different Mia, who said some really nefarious things. I've apologized 100 times about it, but it keeps getting drug out, and people keep contacting me, saying that I'm saying all this stuff, and it keeps coming back, and I keep apologizing, and I can't apologize over and over again. And another thing is for whoever said I was a creep in the comments, you can say that to my wife of 20 years, my son, my moon, and my stars, that I won't allow around any of this, and she doesn't want to be. We got together in January of 2002 and married in January of 2005. And she is my absolute planet. That's the reason I have the English garden outside my house. So you can miss me when we're saying that I disrespect black women. I put my hands down and I'll give my life to one. So goodbye, everybody. Y'all can get your help elsewhere.
Hey, basically, I came up to say this. Ladies, when you guys having safe spaces, you have to become vulnerable and open up. When you guys have safe spaces with men involved, we have to be vulnerable and we have to listen. So we have to choose our words wisely, because everybody is vulnerable. You have to speak in a manner where everybody can understand. It is not a place to bash. It is not a place to dishonor anybody. It's not a place for disrespect. Everybody is vulnerable in a safe space. So yes, if you come at me when I'm vulnerable, I might defend myself because I'm vulnerable. I have to be vulnerable to hear what you guys are talking about. So don't invite a man to a safe space and then expect for him to take any bashing. That's not going to happen. Do you understand?
I mean, and I definitely get what you're saying. I don't know, because I don't do it myself. I don't know what a woman gets out of expressing SA trauma to a man, or expressing DV violence to a man. Like, I don't know what goes through a woman's mind that thinks that a man is going to understand her experience. Like, the outcome is never going to be what you think it should be. So why do it? I know I don't do it. I don't put myself in positions where I know that I'm going to be harmed. So if I express to some guy that I was SA'd, I'm expecting empathy back. And because I know I'm not going to get it back, I keep my fucking mouth shut. I don't tell men about my fucking problems because they don't want to hear it.
I'm one of those people. I keep things very basic. A killer's gonna be a killer. The plug gonna be a plug. A bitch is a bitch. A hoe is a hoe. A fake is a fake. A fraud is a fraud. I don't know what type of world you guys live in sometimes, yo. But like, I think y'all be trying to pass extra slack to people instead of calling them out for what they is, and all this fake ass bullshit with all the black community, this, that, and the third, when we got some rats, some snakes, and all that other shit in the community. But y'all don't want to call that shit out. I find that very cancerous and kind of like moving backwards if you're not going to call the shit out for what it is. Just because a woman's black or a man is black, this, that, and the third, if you acting like a fugazi ass bitch, you is what you is. Period. I ain't cutting no slack. That's how I was raised by my family. And we don't play that out here. Y'all weird sometimes, bro.
To being the voice of reason and intelligence here. I think the absolute last thing that we should be doing at this time is policing women and telling them how they should react or how they should engage in these conversations. And quite frankly, King, what I heard from you was very dangerous. What I heard from you was gaslighting, right? If a woman, displays her emotions and you begin to lash out at her and you get